we just kind of went through the rebuttals from all of those different responses about, hey, you know, maybe the products, they didn't like them, or there wasn't enough reorders, or I couldn't get products fast enough. So what we're gonna do now is get past all of those, you know, difficult, challenging, objection, you know, handling calls, and we're gonna get to the best call of all. And you know which one that is when you talk to them, and it's even the first time that you've talked to them, and they are actually ready to move forward with a product order, with partnering with Purwell. Now, I know I've said in the other segments of the video, this does not happen a lot, but listen, it does happen. So don't close your mind or reserve yourself to think that it doesn't happen. It does. I just don't want you to beat yourself up if you think that that's how it's supposed to go every single time you pick up the phone, because listen, we have amazing products, we have an amazing staff, we have amazing employees, we have amazing, you know, salespeople like all of you, okay? But sometimes it takes time to build a relationship. But don't think for a second you can't close a deal on the first time. So let's talk about how we might go about ensuring that that happens, even on the very first call. Scenario is like this. We've gone through it. We told them who we are, right? We manufacture specialty products for chronic pain patients, whatever the scenario is. Do you carry products? Yes, no, maybe, whatever, does not matter. This time, they say, you know what, Josh? This sounds really interesting. We'd like to go ahead and you know, become a wholesale partner with you. Or how do we do business together, Josh? Now, we don't know how much time they have right then and there on the phone, so we're going to assume they have an hour. Believe me, they'll cut you off if they don't. And what we're going to kind of go back to the question again is, are you in front of a computer right now? Remember what we said, the thought process behind that when we're kind of showing them the products is to get them familiar with, they're already going to our website. They know where to find the wholesale account. You're pre-programming them, right? Planting these little seeds that we're gonna come back and harvest, believe me. So if they're in front of a computer, great, go to purewell.com. Okay, now see where it says wholesale on the top menu bar. Yes, click on that. Now you see the wholesale application. Yes. Okay, it should take you about 30 seconds to complete. I'll wait. Now again, at this point in time, if they simply don't have enough time, and more often than not, you've gotten them right in the middle of the workday, they're handling patients, checking in, checking out. If it's the doctor that you've actually been lucky enough to catch on the phone, chances are they're not gonna have a lot of time to do this, but that's okay. It is okay. We gotta at least try, okay? And if they can't do it, then they're gonna let you know. And you know what you're going to do? Schedule the next available time to follow up with them. What's the next best time in your calendar where we can put aside 10 to 15 minutes? Now, why is it so important? We wanna walk them through their first product order whenever that is physically possible. You know, I don't care if it's you know, you have a millennial, you know, customer out there that knows everything about the internet. They can, you know, hotwire a website if they needed to. That's not the point of walking the customer through their first product order. It's not to show them necessarily where the buttons are to press, because if you just look at the page long enough, you're going to figure that out on the website. It's to start building the relationship and to actually start with the product knowledge transfer, right? As you are taking them through the product categories, you're explaining to them about the immunity gummies, when that might be beneficial to use. You're talking about the Pure Sleep and how amazing it is for people that either have sleep latency, they can't fall asleep, or they can get to sleep, but they wake up and can't get back to sleep, right? This is part of, you know, building this relationship, building this trust, the consultative approach that you are actually being paid for. You're a sales consultant and people are looking to you to guide them properly. So whenever you can take the customer through their first product order online, I am telling you, it will pay dividends down the road. They get familiar with navigation of the website, you answer questions about the, you know, products, you suggest certain products that they should start with based on your knowledge of who, their audience. their demographics, right? Remember those things that we find in those discovery questions, okay? So this is exciting. Let's assume that they do have 10, 15 minutes, okay? And we're gonna take them, you know, from top to bottom. Now, we don't really have to get too much into the minutia of the different tiered pricing, but we do have to, you know, let them know what the spend is, what's required, and what discount they're going to get. So if you are this successful in a phone call to where you haven't even gotten into those details, but now they're asking, how do we get started? Here's the perfect opportunity to implement this and interject this into the conversation. I like saying something like this. You know, the great thing about Purwell is we have one of the lowest minimum order quantities in the CBD industry. It's $250 retail. That's what gets you on the playing field. It's a handful of products. For that, you get a 40% discount. In fact, shopping anywhere from $250 to $999 retail allows us to present the customer with a 40% discount. When you go to $1,000 to $2,500, now you get a 50% discount. So I'm gonna pause here, and again, I don't wanna get too much into the minutia of the discount and the tiered, you know, discounts for the payments, but the reality is this. If somebody spent $800 and was going to get a 40% discount, it would behoove you to mention to them that, you know, John or Sally, if you spend $200 more in retail, you're gonna earn an additional 10% discount. So now they're going from the 40% discount to the 50% discount. You can use the tiers and the discount levels almost as a sales acquisition tool, believe it or not, okay? But you don't have to go further than the second tier. We're gonna send them this information. Just let them know, $250 minimum order quantity at a retail price gets them on the playing field, and for that, they're going to enjoy a generous 40% discount. Notice the words I'm using. They're all positive. It's all upside, right? Nobody's gonna say, what do you mean I don't get a 50% discount? If you present it like, I'm sorry, I can't give you a 50% discount, it's only 40%, yeah, you're gonna get that response. Spin everything in the positive. This is for their benefit. And what it does is it opens up people that previously were not able to jump into the playing field with us because our minimum order quantity was $1,000. Now it's $250. So we're not penalizing anybody anymore. We're actually incentivizing everyone, even the people that aren't very sure yet about Purwell, about our products, to dip their foot in the pool. $250 retail, a 40% discount. I think it comes out being like $170 or something. It's nothing. Quite frankly, I wouldn't even consider you being in the CBD business if that's the amount that you're spending. But hey, we meet people and we meet our customers at their needs, not ours. You can take a $250 a month customer and grow them into a $10,000 a month customer. We've done it before. So any level that a person wants to come in at, as long as it's $250 retail and above, we welcome into the family and the discounts begin. So we don't have to say too much more about the 40% discount. Maybe you can go as far as the 50% discount. They're going to get the rest in an email.